Welcome back to Rivertown, and today we are expanding our commercial area and a bit of the offices as well, and we'll bring a little bit more density to that area over there, right at the ends of this very tall area. I think we might, before we get into the details of that, so this is the area that we built last time. So we got this nice big industry space over here, and we got almost 40,000 people, so 39 and a half ish. We are making a lot of money. People are happy. Some people are not happy about traffic, but I can't see a single mention of traffic in the map. So I'll say they're unhappy just because they want to be unhappy about something. And they are also complaining a bit about healthcare coverage, which we will take a look. I think we do have some lack of coverage in some areas, which is basically most towards that end there. As we're expanding this area, I think it'll make a lot of sense to actually get a hospital instead of just a medical clinic. And then we can unlock the helicopters as well, and things will start to get interesting in this area. So this is one thing that I will do. And well, the main thing that I will do actually in here, if you look at the terrain over there, we can't build anything really on this side. There is maybe a little bit we can do in here, but I don't think we'll do that. If we do, we'll build some services or something like that in there. But what I'm planning to do is actually to get this land over here and basically maybe not that, something like this, and then make this a little bit flatter like this and come all the way through here where we have to buy the tiles here just to make it a little bit nicer, but go as far as we can to make this make sense for us. I want to have a nice area for these two to work, and this will mean redoing a little bit of the terrain here. This map has pretty awful terrain. I was looking around, I was like, where do I build? And I was looking, oh, this sounds like a good area. And then you look closer and look at this. This is terrible. There's not a single area that we can build that is just like prone for building. Even this area that we prepare in here, I'm thinking, I don't know how I will build in this area. I may have to change things quite a lot in there. I don't know yet. There's some islands that we can go, and again, we'll have to flat this around. This was one that we've prepared the connection in here. I'll work on that as well, make it flatter, but not today. This is not our goal. This area is kind of a little bit easier, so we may do something here later as well. But we'll have to dig for some spaces like this and find out basically how we can work around with that. But that'll be it for today. I will work in this area in here, provide the services that they need in this area, so the hospital, and I'll go in and basically just unlock that. We know that we need that. I just noticed that we don't have a crematorium, so maybe we need that as well. We definitely need that. What are we using for death care? Just have that cemetery in there. Wow. Alright, I think it's time. Although we still have capacity, I think it would be very beneficial to have a crematorium somewhere. Maybe I even add like a couple just to give some options and have hers a little bit closer. When this happens, like starts to have like these death waves, then things start to get a bit complicated. So we'll take care of that. We'll take a look at this area. Sometimes like this backs up a little bit, and then we wait for a second and all that traffic just goes. It's usually here, like then trying to all go into one lane. One thing that I could do to try to make it a little bit better is basically go in here and change this to be... Oops, I forgot to save that. I want to make it, let's go there again, and we save so they can turn left from that lane over there. And hopefully they will start using more lanes in here and the traffic will flow a little bit faster. Yeah, not to mention that there are some changing lanes right here, which is quite weird. You see that a motorcycle just decided to change lane at the traffic lights? No, please, don't do that. Yeah, the traffic sign moved a little further back, which means that things are moving a little bit better, or I would hope they are. And yeah, like these things where they change the lane right there, that doesn't actually work for me. What I might also change is maybe we allow turning on red. That's basically left turn is allowed. And that hopefully will keep things moving even better. Look, I mean, look at this. There's a lot of things wrong. Like this car did a U-turn right here from the left lane into this lane and blocked the whole traffic. So it's kind of a traffic thing. We could put a roundabout in here. This is not too bad if we consider how everything here is working. I'm just worried that as we add more into this area, this might get a little bit worse for what's happening in here. But I do think I'll leave it running for a minute while I build this, and then I'll go back in there and see if there is any improvements that we can do. I want to give it a try, I want to give it some time to run, and we will be back after we build this space. So as I mentioned, I will start by changing or buying the lands around it, which is basically those plots of land right there. Work on flattening this out, make it a little bit nicer for us to work with. Adding the road layout, zoning, services, or services and zoning as I usually do. And then we will look at any traffic improvements. And how is this new skyline looking? This looks pretty awesome, actually. And I like how this turned out to be. And there's a lot of people moving into this area still. There's some spots that I'll show you that we can still have people moving in. We're having some trouble with traffic because, as you can see, we went from 39.5 to 48-ish thousand population just with this change that we've done in here. So yeah, that'll take then a while to figure out how to get to the exit in there. That's all right. Internally here, everything seems to be working well. And as I mentioned, oh, we have snow. I don't know why I haven't noticed that, but we do. That's awesome, actually. Look at this view. Oh, worth a nice screenshot right there. Then what have we done in here? There are a few extra things that I've done. So I mentioned that I would do the hospital. Hospital is in here with helicopters, with specialized treatments, and the trauma center. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And it's looking in here. The road layout in here, let's look like this so you can see. we have some main roads going through here. First thing I've done was the outline road, basically this one. And this road basically serves all this area. And then we have 3 roads that connect here in the middle that joins with that one. Apart from that, we have one road in here, another road in there, another road in there. There are car-only roads. Everything else is just pedestrian roads. So all these little roads in here, they are all pedestrian-only roads. And this is working really well, and I think it makes sense because of the type of area that we actually have in here, and I want this to be pedestrian heavy, right? So keep that in mind, because something else is coming that makes this very important. So we've done that. Now, we've not just done the hospital, we also did the crematorium in there, so we locked that, put the crematorium over here. I've also added another crematorium over here to help us out in this area, and I think that will work for us because we don't have anything on this side to collect the dead, just in here and in here, and we definitely need that, and that will be very helpful for us. So that's done. We've also done fire and rescue, and I added this building here. I actually unlocked the here I am showing my secrets. We also unlocked the hospital, but we also unlocked the fire station and the police headquarters, and we added all the extras there for the helipad, training facilities, and I also added one disaster response unit at the back there because I think that would be helpful if a building collapses or things like that. Same thing for the police station, we did the helicopter in that, and this area is all good and very well covered. For education, added 2 elementary schools with a lot of new residents coming to this area. I think 2 would be good. Could go with a 3rd one. I might need a 3rd one in this area, but I'm keeping things this way for now. We still have a lot of space for residential to be built there. We've actually got everything that we need, so while we don't fill those spots, we won't see this demand going up. So we have to wait, basically just wait. And let's see what else we've done. Parks and actually landmarks. Although it doesn't show, we do have a few landmarks in here. We have this one, which is the Fountain Plaza. So we kind of made a park in here, connected some pathways in this area and kept this as a park, really. So no trouble with that. We also did the Nazinula, the observation tower from Finland in this area, so you would have like the view from the city. Although from that side you would have just buildings, but I think this works towards that area over there. And one more over here, we have the Notre Dame, and I need to put some trees and do some detailing in here that I'll do in a second. And the Grand Hotel that we have here. Also, I want to be able to attract a lot of people to this area, a large plaza, and if you look at this view, I think we can see all of that. Yeah, there we go. So I want to attract a lot of people to this area, and I think this will make everyone that lives in here also pretty happy. Now, the last thing that I've done was, let's do some detailing before we get to that. Alright, all done, trees are in, although everything seems a little bit white at the moment because of the snow. That's actually the first winter that we have that's quite heavy in terms of snow in here. I don't remember having that in the past. It's looking pretty cool actually, but it's the first time. -5 in February, so I don't know, a bit odd, but still quite good. I'm happy with that, I'll take it. I don't mind this at all. A lot of people dying as well, just notice that. But yeah, that's it. So one thing that I've done is adding an initial network. I just added these stations because this is not about this episode. This is about what's coming on the next one. So definitely a lot of people moving in, and as you can see, so many taxis coming into this area, which is like crazy if you think about it. So what I thought would be a good idea is start planning more public transportation. I did expand the bus line, which by the way, that bus line is carrying 1,200 passengers. It's like insane. Have way too many buses in there. This line is way too large, so we need to work on that. Then the decision was to create a line, which we still need to do, of subway for the next episode. That we start in here, go through here, cross over here, stop there, stop here as well, and then move into the industry and finish over there. So this should cover basically the whole area that we have in here. And apart from these little islands, and I think this would be quite good for the city. Look how many taxis we have in the city. That's just ridiculous. But this should help us reducing some of the traffic, especially entering the city in there. And then hopefully this will make things moving a little bit easier for us. But while this builds, this will take a while. I think we need to finish our public transportation and our subway network or bus network, because we will expand that as well. And then we'll see this actually filling up and finally looking like something done, completely done. But I like that. Now we have a bit of skyline right at the corner in there, which, like, for me, it's exactly what I want to see. So I hope you did enjoy this episode, and let me know what you think and what you think about the public transportation as well. Do you see any other areas that I might be missing that I need to do something? Let me know. We can take a look at that together, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for all your likes, and bye bye.